I invite love and light, protection and perfection. Well, thank you for joining me. Today is Thursday, February 27th, 2025, and it is the new moon in Pisces. So Pisces is the 12th house of the zodiac sign. It is the end of the whole cycle. And Pisces is the fish, the water sign. And so this sign straddles the end of winter here in the Northern Hemisphere and heralds the coming of spring. And in this liminal dance of renewal, rebirth, right? And this transitional period seems to dissolve the boundaries of what once was, mingling with the possibilities of what will be, and invites us to surrender to an inner knowing that lurks beneath the surface of our conscious awareness. Eclipse season and Mercury retrograde are just 2 weeks away, and this new moon in Pisces acts like a threshold, a gateway, as we step into a new chapter filled with unknown breakthroughs and some fast-moving change. The dark moon is a time for us to set intentions for something new. And we can intensify this potency by tuning into the whispers of our intuition that are here to guide us back into alignment on our paths. To trust the hidden forces guiding and protecting us. To let go of white knuckling it through life, and as counterintuitive as it may feel, releasing the need to know what the future holds and our expectations about where we should be. Imagine for a moment what it's like to grasp a handful of sand, and the more you try to hold tight, the faster the grains escape through the gaps in your fingers. Surrendering is akin to relaxing your grip, which creates a suitable cup to hold those grains in a gentle pile upon your palm. In this lunation, the moon is square the planet Jupiter, who is stationed in Gemini, giving us an opportunity to examine how we might be scattering our energy and to also be wary of analysis paralysis, where information overload can create a feeling of overwhelm. So the challenge that comes with this squaring energy is to teach us to discern when to stop seeking answers outside and instead observe ourselves amidst the discomfort that comes with uncertainty. Meanwhile, the moon is trine Mars in Cancer. So this offers up a harmonic shift to our relationship with our emotions and how we choose to express them. We may be feeling extra sensitive, so seeking to respond instead of react will be extra helpful for honoring what is true for you. I find it interesting that not only are the sun and the moon currently in the sign of Pisces, but along with the North Node, which is the dragon's head, right? That's like our destiny. That's like imagine a compass arrow like pointing north, like towards like where our life is meant to go. But we also have 3 more planets joining them. We've got Neptune, right? Saturn, and Mercury. So this is an unusual lineup to have so many celestial bodies piled up into the same sign, like all at once. And since water symbolizes emotions, we could experience a sort of emotional flooding while the stage is set for an influx of vivid dreams and synchronicities. Things might seem somewhat surreal as we float between timelines where mundane rules no longer apply. So let yourself dream big. Take the guardrails off of what you previously thought possible for you and your life, and fan the flames of that spark of an abundant future that you have secretly been yearning for to present itself. Allow yourself the freedom to dance to the beat of your own drum, to be authentically you through and through. You're stronger, wiser, and nimbler than you know. Before I dive into today's guided intention setting session, I just wanted to share with you my first published book here. This is Moonshot Pivot for the lunar cycles of 2025 to 2026. It is 74 pages of glorious goodness with worksheets, spreads actually, to guide you through each of the eclipses that we're going to experience over the next 2 years with this Moonshot Pivot process that I've created to help basically drill down through a series of questions to get to the most authentically aligned intention for that cycle, whether that's to plant seeds in the new moon or pull weeds with the full moon. So if you want to get a copy for yourself, because the only way out through difficult times is through, you can find it on magcloud.com, and I'll put a link in the description. That being said, I did pull a card before I hit record from this lovely Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, and I can't believe the card that came through. It always tickles me so much. Okay, you guys, this says, dream a beautiful dream, and just look at that sacred geometry with that sphere right there, okay? And so this is about, there's an urge to create. The urge to create is the same within you as it is for the universal creator. It also has the same magical ability to draw harmony into being and to find beautiful order in chaos. So we might be feeling like things are a little chaotic right now, and that's okay. This card is inviting us to seek the beauty within, to seek the beauty in all things. You know, genuine beauty flows from within, and you know we're invited to look to nature. Her beauty is boundless, quirky, and endlessly diverse. And, you know, small-mindedness can limit beauty to a very narrow physical sense. And this card invites us to give ourselves permission to feel and be beautiful in many ways. You know, there's nothing to fear, and to know that to surrender to the experience of life creating itself through you. Beauty is meant to soothe the soul and to balance the nervous system, and these are healing effects. And y'all know I love healing around here. And the time that you spend dreaming of beauty and allowing it to be born through you in various heart-centered ways is worthwhile. And just a little bit more here. There's an invitation to accept the existence of inner harmony, even if it cannot be consciously observed. By expecting there to be beauty within a situation, even if it is hidden, you'll be more open to seeing the healing potential. So ask it to show its beauty to you. And opening up to the beauty within yourself and your circumstances, you also open up to change. What we accept can change most easily. And it is when we resist or deny that change slows down and suffering persists. Right, there's that saying, what we resist persists. So, with that said, for the next few minutes while I guide us in this intention setting session, I invite you to set aside your umbrella of disbelief and to play with me for a spell, to visualize your spiritual sphincter at the top of your head, like a blowhole in a dolphin or a whale, right? Opening up to receive all the blessings already waiting for you at the edges of your awareness. The help you seek is already around you, simply waiting for you to give up grasping at those grains of sand that seem to be running through your fingers, right? And choose to breathe fully as you relax your hands and surrender in trust and believe to receive. So why don't you just get settled in your seat here. Let's take a moment to separate our shoulders from our ears. And let's do some 4, 7, 8 breaths with my lovely breath poem where we breathe in for 4, thinking to ourselves, I invite the divine. Hold it for 7, seeing it, the divine entwine, divine, divine, entwine. And as you release, twice as long as you breathed in, release the tension that's no longer mine or thine. Another in, I'd invite the divine. Hold, I allow the divine to entwine. Wiggle around a little bit, make a little room. And release, letting go of the crustiness that's no longer mine or thine. And maybe pause for a second, give thanks for the peace inside. Breathing in again. Inviting that divine, holding it as you allow that divine to entwine. Sipping a little more. Entwine, divine, divine, entwine. And release. All that you no longer carry with you. That's no longer mine or thine. Oh, there we go. Now, doesn't that just feel coconutty? So let's just imagine with these sounds of these chimes being guided to surround yourself somewhere in nature. Imagine some kind of landscape where you feel safe and surrounded by beauty. And just allow yourself to look around and take note of the flora and the fauna. What does the lighting look like? Is the sun high in the sky, low in the sky? Are there stars above instead because it's a new moon and dark? And allow yourself to be guided somewhere to sit, to feel supported for your body, for all of your IZness. Maybe that's a patch of grass or a tree stump or a bench. Or maybe it's just a very soft, sandy shore. Whatever that is for you, see yourself settling in, sitting down, and really feel the weight of your body being fully supported in this moment by all Mother Earth has to offer right here, right now. And let's drop that taproot down. Imagine that area of your root chakra down between your hips and your perineum, right? And just see that taproot being drawn down into the earth, past your seat, down into the materials of whatever it is that's supporting your body in this moment. Down below the surface, where things are dark and solid and active beneath our awareness. And let that taproot sink even deeper still, down past the granite and bedrock, to an underground aquifer, and even deeper still to the magma layer. And as you breathe in, let's imagine that a dynamite fuse has been lit up on your root here, and it is just traveling up this taproot that you've drawn, and it is burning away all of the fluff and the fuzz that help you feel confined, fearful, in that fight or flight mode. Let's breathe that up. Invite that divine for 4. Hold it for a moment as you feel it traveling up your feet and legs and hips and torso. down your arms and your shoulders and up your neck and your head. And as it reaches the top of your skull, breathe out. Seeing a puff of smoke signal that you have been cleared in this moment of all that no longer serves you. And now travel down that taproot and let's grow it a little further still to the very core of Mother Earth, offering a prayer of Ho'oponopono. I love you, Mother Earth. I'm sorry, Mother Earth. Please forgive me, Mother Earth. And thank you, Mother Earth. And as she receives this prayer of forgiveness, she invites your taproot into her core, creating a beautiful negative pressure as she begins to suction out any of the remaining gunk, any of the heavy black bleh. And as she does so, knowing that she will recycle this out of your gratitude into something new, like compost, to help you thrive moving forward. Imagine now an upside-down silhouette of your body reflected in roots and that earth below, and really connected to that underground aquifer. And see those little tiny microtubules connecting with that mineral-rich water. And allow those roots to just soak that water up like a sponge, up into your whole body. Helping you to cleanse and flush on the inside. Bless you. And as you feel yourself being saturated like a sponge, your whole physical body, see the excess waters now just beginning to seep out of every pore, every orifice of your body, helping you to flush, and cleanse and purify. And from this state of purification, begin to notice some sounds of rain pitter-pattering all around you. Maybe take a deep breath in and allow yourself to imagine the smell of ozone that comes from fresh rain on dry ground. And really breathe that in. Breathe that lovely moist air into your lungs. And from hearing this pitter-patter of the rain, you recognize that the rain is not hitting your body. You seem to be protected by a bubble of some sort. Just allow yourself to examine the parameters of this bubble, this umbrella of disbelief that you've had popped up over your field, and you have just been carrying with you, not realizing it. And as you become aware of this umbrella of disbelief, this umbrella of disbelief is filled with thoughts like, I'm unworthy. I deserve less than what I desire. And know that these are lies. These are untruths. These are not meant for you. So let's take that umbrella of disbelief and imagine that these droplets of rain are now dissolving all that's untrue for you, because you are valuable, because you exist. Perfectly imperfect, flawlessly flawed, enough as you are in this moment. See these drops dissolving. Eating away at the resistance that's kept you buffered from receiving the bounty of blessings you have called forth into your sphere, but not yet received. Let's do a 4-7-8 breath here. Invite the divine. Hold as you allow the divine to entwine. And release with your breath. Blowing away the remnants of what's no longer mine or thine. And from this state, you can feel the pitter-patter of the lovely rain just softly hitting your body, just moistening your face and your hair. Feel it on the skin of your arms and your hands, maybe beginning to puddle up at your feet. And just do a little scan of your body to allow yourself to sense the core of what it is that remains. What is true for you now? Say to yourself, I am safe in my body. I am safe in this life. I am healthy, wealthy, worthy and strong, successful, savvy, talented and abundant. Abundant in all the meaningful connections that allow all those beautiful synchronicities in your relationships and in your situations. Abundant in that wonderful clarity from that 50,000-foot viewpoint where everything is always working out for your highest and best good. Because where you are now is exactly where you need to be. Breathe that in. And hold your hands to your heart space as you invite the balanced abundance of authentic self-expression. I'ma be me. Maybe shrug your shoulder. You're shredding off the, the cape of judgment we often carry with us, fearing how other people might receive how we express ourselves. Just let that go. Because opinions are like buttholes. Everyone's got them, and it ain't none of my business. Breathe in again. Invite that divine. Hold as you allow the divine to entwine. And as you release your breath, just let go of any crusty grief that keeps you feeling connected to a feeling of compassion and kindness to yourself and others. And allow those balanced abundances to sink even further into your core, down to the area of your solar plexus where you feel blessed with a sense of empowerment and courage. It is safe for you to be seen as you are. No need to hide yourself or to mute your voice. And even deeper still to that sacral chakra area where that inner fire of desire resides. There is a permission here we can grant ourselves to pursue the joys in life, to create beauty everywhere we go. And even deeper still to our root chakra, down our left leg. See ourselves being blessed with that balance, abundance of resources that we need in order to thrive. And down the right leg to the balanced abundance of time freedom to enjoy those resources. I really see those blessings just sinking all the way down into your underground roots. And let's imagine at this area just above our heart, that's where our kind of thymus is, that we have this chain, almost like it's a retractable chain. And this retractable chain, we're just going to drop like an anchor down our spines, down between our legs and knees and feet, down that taproot all the way to the core of Mother Earth, and see that anchor so that we can feel grounded. And as it connects with the core of Mother Earth, now see a silver bar of light flashing up that chain, extending above our heads, up to the highest point of light in the heavens above, like an ethereal lightning rod, allowing any negative energy, any chaotic static that enters our field to be directed through this lightning rod and grounded into the earth, instead of frying our own circuits. Know that this retractable chain that we've anchored into the earth from that area of our high heart chakra allows us to now meander anywhere on the surface of the earth and remain grounded, no matter what's going on around us. And with this newfound freedom, let's imagine wandering to a protected alcove outside of the rain. And as you find this alcove, notice that there's a threshold where things are wet and there's a threshold where things are dry. And allow yourself to step past that wet threshold into the dry warmth waiting for you on the other side. And in this protected alcove, you notice a body of water that is just still like glass. Allow yourself to approach this still body of water and lean forward, seeing yourself glow from within. A beautiful golden light emanating like a halo, but over your whole body. Allowing you to see yourself, reflected in the still waters. See yourself aglow. Maybe wave back at your reflection. Give yourself a smile. What do you notice about this effervescing version of you that you've just activated today? And as you peer into these still waters, let's open up that spiritual sphincter at the top of our crown. See that blowhole? Just begin to gently open up as you relax with your breathing. Let's do another 4, 7, 8 breath. Invite that divine with your breath in. And hold as you allow the divine to entwine, seeing that spiritual sphincter now wider than your head, creating like a halo effect over your crown. And as you release your breath, release any disbelief that you are blessed and a spark of the divine in your own right. And having opened up this spiritual sphincter, allow yourself to ask the divine for assistance moving forward, to lend you ease and grace and a smile on your face, to gently guide you so that you are blessed with good timing and laughter and satisfaction. Feeling abundant in your bank account, joyful in your heart, peaceful in your home. And having activated the possibility for the divine to now assist you in your journey, lean down towards the edge of that body of water to find a dry handful of sand and scoop that up gently into your palm to create a nice little cup. And maybe share it between both hands here as you take a moment to gesture that you are surrendering to your highest and best good in this moment. And as you peer into your hands and you notice all the individual grains of sand, unique and beautiful in their own right, you notice that one singular grain of sand seems to be twinkling at you. It seems to be calling to you something really special. So allow yourself to sift through those grains to find that singular grain of sand and grasp it between your forefinger and your thumb here to really hold it. And maybe just roll it around in your fingertips here to get a feel for its dimensions. And blow the rest of the sand out of your other hand. Maybe dust it off in your lap for a moment so that you've got a clean palm to be able to take this beautiful singular grain of sand that you have singled out for its beauty. And as you sit with this grain of sand and look at it, ask this grain of sand to show you what gift it has in store for you on this new moon in Pisces. And as you begin to understand the gift that this singular grain of sand has to offer you, let's take that grain of sand and hold it to our chests. Imagine it getting planted into our heart-scape in gratitude. I love you, I'm sorry, forgive me, and thank you. Really see this grain of sand now being nested into your heart of hearts. And so it is. And as you come back to this space, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Remember the safety and love that you felt today and that you offered to yourself. Thank you for joining me in this inner resourcing adventure and for saying yes to you. Namaste.